Hey guys, this is Daniel from Obsessed Garage. Welcome to OG Academy, where we go more in depth on the products that we offer here at OG. Today we're going to be talking about how to adapt your OEM accessories to the quick disconnects that we offer. As you know, we offer different variety of packages with hoses and quick disconnects, but what if you want to use the OEM accessories that you have now currently on your pressure washer? Well, good news is we actually offer kits for those specific scenarios. Today we're actually going to be specifically working on the upcoming Active 2.0, and we're going to see how can we adapt these OEM accessories that come with it in our quick disconnects. Let's take a look at the kits that we offer, specifically in this case for the upcoming Active 2.0, but on our website we also offer different variations for different pressure washers. In this case we have 4 M22 to 3/8 plugs, we have 3 M22 couplers, a 1/4 inch to M22 adapter, and 2 garden hose quick disconnects, male and female side. So let's start now on the machine side with the M22 plug. In this case, being that is the Active 2.0, it actually uses a 14mm size M22 plug. Your machine may use a 14mm or a 15. Again, in this case, 14. We want to screw it on the outlet side of the machine. The good thing about the M22 is that it has an internal O-ring, meaning that there is no need for Teflon tape. Once hand tight, it should have no leakage and no need for Teflon tape. Now that the outlet side is done, we can also now start with the garden side, which is on the inlet. We want to just screw in our GHT plug, and that about wraps up the garden hose and the outlet pressure side of this machine. The next step now is the high pressure hose side. In this case, again, with the Active 2.0, it has a female M22 end, which is a 14mm. And if you have any more questions regarding fittings, please be sure to check out our Fittings 101 video, where it actually goes more in depth on the different types of fittings that we offer here at OG. So with that said, we want to take our M22 coupler. We want to make sure that we first kind of push it in snug, and then we start screwing it in. And again, we only need to do hand tight, nice and snug. And that completes one end of the hose. And we will repeat the same thing with the other M22 coupler. Push it in and screw it in. And then once nice and snug, your OE hose is all set with quick disconnects. And now we can move on to the next step. Now the next step is now the actual gun and wand on your OEM accessory for your machine. In this case, we have an M22 thread style on the end of the gun. And we also have another M22 on the inlet of the wand. So now we want to take our M22 plug. We want to screw it into the inlet side of the gun. Let me switch hands here. And again, we want to stress just hand tight when it comes to these M22 fittings. There you go, nice and snug. Now to continue with this, now we're going to go on the outlet side of the gun. And in this case, it's an M22, so we're going to use our M22 coupler. We're going to screw it in here onto the end. Sometimes they do require a little bit of force at the beginning. They may not want to lock into the thread, so a little bit of a push, and as you spin, it will actually start to go into the threads. And we're going to hand tighten this one as well. Now we're going to move on to the wand side. In this case, it has an M22 connection, as you can see. We're going to grab another one of our M22 plugs, and we're actually going to screw it in as well. There we go. Now that the wand is fully assembled, we want to continue now to connect it to our gun, which pull back on the collar, insert, there you go. Finished product, fully assembled spray and gun wand. But there's actually one more step as well in our kit. Now the next and final step is the foam cannon. Now in theory, you could actually plug in to the end of your whole setup like this, but we don't really recommend that. Why? Well, the main reason is by extending it that long, you actually risk damaging any of the surfaces you're working on, and not only that, but the ergonomics and weight actually make it a little harder to use. That is why for this kit, it actually adapts the foam cannon to be on the shorter end. So to adapt the foam cannon in this case, we're working with the PF 22.2 that we offer in our store. They already come assembled with a 1/4 inch plug. We actually have to remove the plug and then use the 1/4 inch to M22 adapter and then the M22 plug. So let me demonstrate that now. Now to remove the QD plug from your foam cannon, in this case the PF22.2, we're going to need an 18mm wrench and a 14mm wrench. So we want to take the 18 on the open end side, attach it here to the body, hold it there, grab the 14, put it over the QD plug, and loosen it up. Sometimes they can be a little hard to remove, but with a little bit of force, they'll come right out perfectly fine. Now that you've removed your QD plug, we're going to attach the 1/4 inch to M22 adapter. This will already come with Teflon tape, so all we have to do is screw in to the housing here of the foam cannon. Now that you have the M22 nice and snug by hand first, then you want to take again your 18, open end side on the housing of the foam cannon. Then you're going to take your 22 mil size for the M22 fitting, and we're going to tighten this down. You want to snug this up. As soon as it's nice and snug, you're good to go. And there you go, your PF22 foam cannon is all set. If you have any more questions or more specifics on foam cannons, we do have a video called Foam Cannon Basics, which will go more in depth on how foam cannon works and how to set them up properly. Now we're going to connect our OEM sprayer gun to our PF22 foam cannon. Just pop it right in here, click. You're all set with your OEM accessory with our PF22 foam cannon, and you're ready to start foaming your vehicle. Now that we have everything set up, let's plug it in. So, I'm gonna take our M22 coupler, plug it into the outlet side of our M22 plug on the machine. I'm gonna take our other end here, plug it into the gun, take our wand, connect it to the end, and then finally, this will go on the inlet side of your garden hose. And we will quickly disconnect here. And you're all set. You're ready to use your OEM accessories with our quick disconnects that we offer at OG. If you have any questions or any suggestions, please let us know. You can email us at support@obsessedgarage.com or leave a comment below. We appreciate you for tuning in.